such and such. What's your sign? And I said, do you like baseball? You're for me, baby. Yeah, it is singles night here at Safeco Field as we get set for the second game of this three-game series. And again, a nice crowd tonight. Let's look at the lineup. Michael?
Okay, thank you, Dave. Good to have you back, by the way. Hope you enjoyed your day off.
I did, thank you.
For the Rays tonight, leading things off, it'll be Bartlett. Then Crawford, he had a stolen base last night. 52 stolen bases for him. Longoria, Zobrist, Pena, Burrell with a home run last night. Ibar, the veteran catcher, Greg Zahn will hit 8th, and B.J. Upton, the center fielder, will hit 9th. Take a look at Ian Snell. Really good job down in Texas. Tough place to pitch. His first outing with the Mariners, you can see just a 158 average in that game. And the defense behind him. Saunders, Gutierrez, and Ichiro in the outfield. Across the infield will be Beltre, Wilson, Lopez, and Branyan. And Rob Johnson will do the catching again tonight.
So the crowd tonight probably going to be 20,000 or so less than last night. What was the Ken Griffey Jr. bobblehead night? And Junior's friend got on him a little bit. I think they texted him. He told me, and they said, can't you hit the ball into the seats anymore? Because that home run he didn't even make the first row of seats out there, Mike, and he was laughing about it.
Yeah, it was one of those things. When he hit it, though, I thought it was going to be way out of here. But actually, Gross, who had been put in as a decent replacement, almost had it.
So here we go. There's Junior. So Jason Bartlett, the fine shortstop of the Rays, now the University of Oklahoma, leads it off and takes the delivery a little bit low. Ball one ball and no strikes. Tim Sheeta, the crew chief of this umpiring group, is the man calling balls and strikes. Same spot, a little low. 65 degrees, wind negligible out of the south at only a mile an hour. Same spot. Just barely missing. They're over the plate, but they're low. And there's Mr. Crawford on deck. All four pitches in the same spot. Over but low. So Bartlett's at first base. Remember now, you've got 73 stolen bases in the first two spots in this batting order.
Walking them is not a good idea. They will definitely put the game in motion. They have 151 as a team this year, leads the league.
Joe Madden wearing a long jacket tonight on a cool evening. And a change this time for a strike. Crawford leading, of course, the league in stolen bases with 52. He's only been caught 9 times. Mariners beaten this club 3 out of 4 games this year. And that's out of play. 2 strikes. Seal's got outstanding velocity. Foul again, back and out of play. That pitch high, but he went after. 94 miles an hour. Good speed, good velocity.
Very good velocity. It'll be tough for the hitters to catch up to him if he can stay ahead in the counts.
And a fastball swung on, and a fly ball hit to center field. And back there is Gutierrez to tap his glove, and retreating back to first base goes Jason Bartlett. 1 down. Evan Longoria will be the hitter. Longoria going 2 for 4 last night. Tampa Bay, a swing down to Orange County after this one to take on the Angels. And then the Mariners will not see Tampa Bay until the next to last week of the season. A strike to Evan Longoria down in Tampa Bay, and they only play them a 2-game series down there. bit off speed that time. Tampa Bay and Boston better start winning because the Yankees are on a tear. The Yankees won again today. So their lead is now 5.5 over the Red Sox in a nice change. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
CC Sabathia pitched a nice game for the Yankees today.
Tampa Bay now 7.5 back. So the Yankees have won the first 3 games of that 4-game series. Of course, they hadn't won a game all year long. They were 0-8 against Boston. But that's what the Yankees gave CC, I think, $165, $170 million for to step up in August, September, and October.
Especially against Boston.
Still a ball, 2 strikes. The count on Evan Longoria. Just off the inside corner. Well, Ryan Roland Smith gets the call in the afternoon game as you have a look at Wakamatsu. And Scott Kazmir, the left-hander for Tampa Bay. Slider that time, but it missed. 3-2, and my guess is Bartlett's going to take off now. Angels, meanwhile, beat Texas today, 3-2. And the 3rd time they have beaten them in 11 tries. And there he goes, 3-2 pitch is outside, ball 4. So you can't let the plate jump around on you too much with James Shields pitching, because they can hurt you. Tampa Bay can. They can kill you. And Shields is not going to allow 5 or 6 runs a game.
No, he's not. And the thing with Snell, it's his first start here at home. Maybe overthrowing a little bit, but certainly I thought his command down in Texas was much better than he's shown so far. But you just hope that he can get through the first inning or 2 and settle in, get more comfortable here in this ballpark. And hopefully things don't get sideways with him trying to do that. It looks like he has pretty good stuff tonight. Fastball, as you mentioned earlier, Dave, 94. He's shown a couple of good change-ups.
And this is Ben Zobrist, the outfielder, the right fielder. And again, low. Zobrist, the switch hitter. Infielder, outfielder. He happens to be in right field this evening. Double play ball time. Perhaps. That's what Snell is hoping for. And the fastball way outside. Remember, this is his home debut, and he might have been a little edgy, a little jumpy in his Mariner debut down in Texas, but maybe even a little bit more so here at home.
I would think so. Trying to impress the fans for first outing. Trying to do a little bit too much. You mentioned plate jumping around on him a little bit.
And a ground ball, base hit into right field. So Bartlett's good around third. Here's the throw to the plate by Ichiro. Bartlett is safe. Great throw by Ichiro. It looked like the throw beat him, but somehow Bartlett got underneath the tag of Rob Johnson. And it is 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Take a look at it. Solid base hit into right field. Ichiro comes in and really makes a nice throw to home. Nice one hop. Easy for Rob to handle it. You're right, Dave. Plenty of time.
Yep.
Rob just didn't look like he got the tag down quickly enough. He was able to sneak his foot in there.
The throw beat him. And here comes Carlos Pena. Giving Longoria a jumping jack out there at second base to loosen up those muscles as Pena takes outside. 10 balls, 8 strikes. That's not going to get the job done.
No, and one of the walks has already scored in the game.
And again missing away. Here comes Rick. They're out to the mound to try and settle down Ian Snell. What's the difference between AAA, where he had such great success, and up here, which is only a little step higher? Well, he goes down to Indianapolis, just overpowers everybody, strikes out everybody. Now he comes back up here with a new ball club. Why can't he do it now?
I think that because you get in that mode where if he goes down to AAA, he feels like he's the best pitcher, the best player on the field. And pitches like it. You come up here, the other difference, you come up to the major leagues, you're not going to get away with too many mistakes. You can't pitch behind. His stuff is good enough to where he can probably get away with it more down there when he's behind in counts than he will up here.
Here comes the hitter's pitch. The guy's hit 27 home runs, and he misses outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes.
And with 27 home runs, you would think he has the green light here if he likes a fastball.
A 3-mile-an-hour fastball that is on the outside corner, so the count 3-1. They will play the waiting game with you, but not wait too long. They'll step out. They call time just as Pena did, and the pitch. And now the sacks are full. He has walked, the bases loaded. Pat Burrell hit one off the facing of the upper deck last night. And there was little doubt about that one. Came back down into the bullpen. Snell needs a ground ball in the worst way here. Every pitch that he's missing with is low. If he can get that up 2 inches, it's a perfect pitch.
Right. And a couple of those pitches, according to the tracer, look like strikes. Tim Cheetah's just not giving the low strike tonight. He's the home plate umpire.
Again. That was low, yeah. Looks like they're in the strike zone on the tracer. Tracer's not calling balls and strikes, though. And that is a strike. Looked almost exactly the same as the last one.
Just about was. You can see it right next to the pitch before.
Let's see where the tracer says that baby was. Right there in the strike zone. And a hard ground ball fouled on the third baseline.
And with just the one out. 28 pitches already for Snell here in the first inning.
And the fans are jumping on his back now. Looking for a strikeout, a pop-up, or a double play ball here. lost him inside. It'll force it a run. 4 walks in the inning. And Willie Ibar will be the hitter. Chris Jakubowski's in a hurry. He's going to get up here in the first inning. Willie Ibar's younger brother Eric hit a big home run for the Angels today. And there's the strike. Change a little high. One pitches. Dialed that one up pretty nicely. Let's see if he can't put him away here. One of the few hitters he's been ahead of.
Now he has an opportunity again, like he did with Crawford, to either throw a fastball out of the zone, maybe a changeup.
And there's a changeup, breaking ball. And got him. Pitched maybe a little bit out of the strike zone, but got him anyway.
You can go out of the strike zone when you're pitching ahead in the count. Hitters are going to swing at more pitches, expand the zone. That one at the top of the strike zone, and Ibar can't catch up to it. As you see, 95 miles an hour.
Greg Zahn, and he just arrived on the scene today from the Baltimore Orioles. And takes high and outside. 38 years young. This is his 8th major league club. He's a switch hitter and hitting .244. Played for Baltimore, Florida, Texas, Kansas City, Houston, Colorado, Toronto, and now Tampa Bay. And Zahn takes a strike. 1-1. Making his Tampa Bay debut tonight. Picked up from Baltimore for PTBNL. Player to be named later. Two and one. Turn two. Crowd of 27,000 here tonight. There are your runners all the way around. Zobrist, Pena, and Burrell, third, second, and first. So it's going to be at least a 40-pitch inning here in the first.
And with the last couple of hitters, he was really lopsided. Way more balls. I think it was at one point he was at 19 balls, just 12 strikes, and get a little bit closer. 21 and 18. last night's ball game. Felix threw over 30 pitches in the second inning.
Two. Down low. Got to throw a strike now or it's 3-0.
And the runners get a chance to take off early. Outfield's playing on straight away.
And a ground ball off the glove of Ian, but he'll underhand it to first, and amazingly, he only gives up 2 runs. I'm saying amazingly because he walked 4 guys, gave up only 1 hit, and he leaves 3 out there. And it's 2-0, Tampa Bay.
Take a look at the Mariners tonight. Same as last night. Ichiro, Branyan, and Lopez, Griffey, Beltre, Gutierrez, Wilson, Johnson, and Saunders. Take a look at James Shields. You can see his record 6-8. Don't let that fool you. He's one of the better pitchers you're going to see in this league. 153 and 2/3 innings pitched so far.
And set to work on Ichiro. A bit of a streak going at home, a 22-game home hitting streak, and that on the outside corner for a strike, which he has hit 474. That's it, 163. Changed that time. I was very impressed watching the ball game last night with the fans, the way they have taken the helmet mania craze to their hearts.
Yes, they
change up again, and Ichiro, wild swing and a miss.
Okay, let's look at the defense behind Shields tonight. In the outfield, it'll be Crawford, Upton, and Zobrist. Across the infield, it's Longoria, Bartlett, Ibar, and Pena, the first baseman. The veteran catcher, Greg Zahn, will be behind the plate tonight.
Russell Branyan, the home run last night that gives him 25 on the year, a new career high for him. Fastball thrown right around the shoulders at 91, right on by him. 0-1 to count. And Russell, a shot to the second baseman, playing a shot at right field, and Willie Ibar will throw him out. So 2 down. trying to think of clubs that don't use the branded chip now. I don't remember any that don't now.
The only one that I've seen.
Angels?
No, actually the Royals.
Royals.
Yeah, the Royals. They still swing everybody over to that side, but the shortstop isn't on the other side of second base. That's the only club that I can think of. Shields has a terrific changeup. You saw a couple of them to Ichiro when he struck him out. It's his go-to pitch.
Two and one. Fly ball down the right field line over into the corner. There to make the one-handed grab very nicely, Ben Zobrist. So 1-2-3 Story, and Mr. James Shields throws 32. Nothing like having fun at the old ballpark. The kids out there, I think maybe with Grandpa, having a good time here as we go into the second inning of play. B.J. Upton will step up to the plate. And right now, Snell's got to throw some strikes, and he does. The first pitch popped up for Mr. Wilson, and Jack will make the catch. Well, he made a great play last night.
With the bases loaded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous play. Boy, funny how you never know about this game. You know, last night in watching the game, as this pitch is a strike, routine ground ball hit to Wilson. He makes a play 999 times out of 1,000 in Bucci.
Yep.
Beltre, ground ball to Beltre off his chest. He does the same thing. Rob, 2 pass balls. I'm thinking it's just one of those nights. I think the travel, getting home 2 or 3 in the morning's finally gotten to him. And lo and behold, look what happened. You never know about this game.
It just took him a little while to get started last night, Dave. That was a terrific play.
Did it take you a while to get started?
Yeah.
Or were you and Garrett when he first pitch? Were you ready to go?
No, there was an extra cup of coffee involved in that one last night. I'll be honest with you. The Jack made a terrific play with the bases loaded in the first inning. The inning that he made that error you're talking about. Over in the hole, falling down, and made a terrific throw across the diamond, and Brandon was able to pick it up.
Two bouncer. 3-2 on Jason. And another walk, so that's already 5. 5 walks. Twice he has lost Jason Barrett. Carl Crawford will be the hitter. Now, remember, you still can't rent it, can't buy it, but it can be yours at the Mariners-Royals game on Friday, August the 28th. It's Volume 2 of the Mariners Classic Commercials on DVD. The first 20,000 fans picking up a DVD featuring TV ads from 2000. And a nice strike that time. So don't forget it. From 2000, 2002. A few of the classics and purchase tickets. You can go to mariners.com/DVD. That's on Friday, August the 28th. 1-1 on Carl Crawford.
One of those commercials they were showing was you talking with the glove over your mouth. Remember that one?
Yeah, I do.
How long did it take you to get that one handled?
Oh, about 10 seconds. That's what always amazed me. You got a microphone out there. You got lip readers out there or what? Well, they always do that. He's still not in the groove yet. Thought he might have been on that pop up by Upton, but he's again falling behind. 2-1. 3-1. And Chris is back up again throwing. Line shot right on by Branyan down into the right field corner. And Bartlett is around third base. They're going to hold him there on a double by Carl Crawford. That ball smoked.
Take a look at the swing by Crawford, hitting .316 coming into the game. Hit it so hard, just skips off the grass past Branyan.
And Mr. Longoria will be the hitter.
Mariners will keep their infield back with just the 1 out, so they'll give up a run for an out.
Having a ground ball hit to shortstop. The second base, and they missed the runner there, apparently thinking that the runner is going to get off the bag and the tag would be made, but it was a bad decision by Jack Wilson. So that will be a fielder's choice. Run comes in to score.
We'll take a look at it. Routine ground ball to short. You can see Crawford take off, but then the throw is high, and Lopez can't get the tag back down in time.
So make it 3-0 as the run comes in to score. And this is Zobrist.
Talked about it, Dave, before the game. It's a good offensive club the Rays have. They're going to walk guys and fall behind. It's going to be a difficult night for him. He throws a breaking ball over for a strike. But 5 walks he has tonight, 3 of them will score. And Ian Snell certainly knows that. He realizes that. He doesn't want to be in this situation, that's for sure, but he just can't seem to find it.
2-1. Braves down at Dodger Stadium playing tonight. No score in the third. That's in San Diego down at Petco. Tied 1-1 in the second. See what happened to K-Rod last night down in San Diego?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Didn't get an out. Gave up 5 runs in the 9th inning.
He just blew a save the other day, didn't he?
Yeah. And barely a strike over the inside corner. And way outside, so that's 6 walks. And the natives are getting restless. Sacks are full one more time. And that's going to be it. That is going to be it for Ian Snell. Your heart goes out to him because the kid's got great stuff. He just could not get it together. He throws 60 pitches.
Those home debuts can be difficult sometime, and this did not go anywhere close to the way he wanted it to.
So he could only go an inning and a third in his home debut, and Chris Jakubowski's called in from the pen. We'll be back right after this.
Entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Well, all right, here we go with some French fry begging. Here we go.
First game, 45 years. First game at the ballpark. I don't know if I'm going to believe that or not. What do you think? Well, Ian Snell, he really struggled tonight. 60 pitches through an inning and a third. 6 walks, just could not find the strike zone at all.
33 balls. 27 strikes. So here's Carlos Pena now against Jakubowskis. That good a spot to be in. The bases are loaded. But a double play ball can get him out of it. Somebody's going to be out there to take a bullet if this gets out of hand a little bit, because you can't go through a bullpen in one game. You don't have any days off for a long time. There's a double play ball, and there's one, and back to first. Nicely turned. 4-6-3. So Jakubowskis comes in, douses the fire on 2 pitches. 1 run. Luckily, only 1 run for Tampa Bay, and they lead it 3-0. I don't think those would be good for babies.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
They got no teeth. Griffey home run last night, the 100th of his career on Friday, as we check our U.S. Marine Corps salute to him from last night. He has 105 on Tuesday and 101 on Sunday. You can tell when the great ones step up there. Flash bulbs everywhere on almost every pitch. And a ground ball hit foul on the changeup. This last night. This just barely gets over the fence out there. Gross almost had a chance to make the catch and couldn't quite do it. Junior, of course, his 12th home run of the year, 623rd of his fabulous career. Shields on a change, and he's got a good one.
Well, Shields, we talked about it. He has a great changeup. Throws it quite a bit to left-handed hitters. You can see the movement on it. Junior out in front. Really good arm speed on his changeup.
Here's Beltre now. Is that a tough pitch to teach? Change?
I think that it is. To throw a really good one, it is. It's tough, I think, for a lot of pitchers because they won't keep their arm speed up. You just saw that fastball. For that changeup to be really effective, you have to be able to throw it with the same type of arm speed. Otherwise, the hitters will be able to pick it up.
So, most pitchers throw it ball that's way in the back of their palm is a changeup.
Yes. They'll do that little circle change sometimes. You know, if you have a good one, Jamie Moyer, we saw him for a long time. You can go out there and throw 82 miles an hour with your fastball, but if you have that great changeup, you can still pitch it in this league because, you know, hitting's timing, and if you can mess with the hitter's timing, you have a pretty good chance of getting them out.
Right back with a fastball.
And that makes it more difficult because Shields' fastball is anywhere from 91 to 93 miles an hour. He'll back off on his changeup. I think he'll get down to 78, 79. He was taking a lot of time in between pitches, though.
And that ball is lined to left field and over the head of Crawford. And on his way for two is Beltre sliding in, and he's safe. Very close play at second base as Crawford played that magnificently off the wall. Beltre had to hustle. He did, and it just got in.
Looked like Adrian hit a breaking ball, and Crawford didn't realize that he hit it as hard as Adrian did because you can see him. He's out in front. He's fooled on the pitch. Keeps his hands back long enough, though, and drives this ball over Crawford's head. Once he makes that mistake, he makes a great play off the wall and a nice throw into second base.
Good slide by Beltre, and here's Franklin Gutierrez. Franklin Gutierrez had a tough night last night, striking out 4 times, but managed to get a base on balls in the 11th inning that set up the dramatics for Langerhans with the 2-run home run. Change deep. to deep left field. That baby is going to fly away. And just like that, we are even at 3-3. Line drive. Home run by Franklin Gutierrez, his 13th of the year. That was a change up in his wheelhouse. So Franklin is 47th and 48th RBI. Beg your pardon, 3-2. Two-run home run. 385 feet.
We'll take a look at the swing by Gutierrez. It's a line drive, pitched up and in, and he hits it right into the bullpen of the Rays.
And Jack Wilson, who in his head-to-head meetings against Tampa Bay has got a fine batting average, 366. Played with the Pirates against Tampa Bay. Shields will give up the long ball. That's the 19th home run he's given up this year. Three-two, Tampa Bay. High pop up to right field. And Zobrist with the easy catch, 2 down. Bob Johnson will be the hitter now. Tomorrow, Roland Smith against Scott Kazmir. The wrap-up game of this 3-game series for the invasion of the Chicago White Sox. Here's Roland Smith talking with Jojima.
It being a day's game tomorrow, Jojima will probably catch Ryan Roland Smith. See his ERA at a 4.22. Kazmir really struggling this year, ERA over 6.
And that's lined into left center field for a base hit. Little slider right out over the plate. So the Mariners beginning to get the feel, beginning to get the touch against Shields here in the second, already with 2 in. Their 3rd hit of the inning. And Michael Saunders will be the hitter.
Again, I thought Shields was working at a quicker pace in the first, and this inning seems to have slowed down. I don't know if it's with Zahn. It's his first game catching with the Rays, and they haven't worked together before, and they can't get on the same page, but seems to be staring into home plate for a long time. Tough to get in a good rhythm doing that.
Saunders takes a strike. Saunders makes his home in Tacoma with Mike Carp, his roommate. He said, I ran into him in the garage. He said, when Carp was called up, he didn't desert me, so I'm there for him now that I'm called up and he's down there. I guess they share the expenses, you know. Don't make that much money in the minor leagues. That's a nice thing. Carp, I believe, hit a home run yesterday.
It's also one of the nice things to have in your AAA club so close to your major league team.
1-1. And Carp is 2 for 5 with a couple of RBIs tonight. And hit hard off the glove of the first baseman, Pena. And it'll be run down out there by Ibar. And on the play down to third base goes Rob Johnson. And the Mariners hitting the ball hard against James Shields here in the second.
Well, we saw Carl Crawford hit a ball hard by Branyan last inning, and then here, this one by Saunders right off the glove of Pena. Pena, very good fielding first baseman. This ball hit so hard he cannot get to it.
And here comes the pitching coach, Jim Hickman. Jim Hickey, I should say. Out to the mound. Jim Hickman, I remember him. Remember him, the outfield of the Mets?
No, I don't.
Before your time. So Ichiro now with a chance to get the ball game even. Struck out. He got a pretty good diet of changeups his first trip to the plate in the first inning. Ichiro leadoff home run against Shields here on April the 23rd. The only run of that ball game. And he throws it by the first baseman. We're going to get the tie as Johnson comes in to score. Down the second base goes Michael Saunders. A throwing error by James Shields. The Mariners will accept the gratuity.
And Shields now the one that's really struggled here in this inning. Take a look at it. Throws it over to first. Looked like it went right underneath Saunders. Pena couldn't get to it. Yes, it did. Good awareness by Saunders. Gets up right away.
Another changeup down low. Ichiro a chance to get the Mariners the lead now. And fastball that time, right on the outside corner.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, look.
Snell's happy to see the three. He's now off the hook. And a little low and outside.
Change up that time up in the zone. Now Shields pitch count getting up on him.
Shields hasn't won since June. And that's down low. And Russell Branyan will be the 8th man to come to the dish here in the second inning.
Take a look at this last pitch.
And the shift again is back on. He hit Ibar out there in the shallow right field. Hit the ball to Ibar, who threw him out in the first inning. And that gets away from the catcher.
Foul ball.
Or was it a foul? Was it a foul ball?
Yeah, on the check swing.
Of the chain.
Now Shields, 40 pitches for Shields. Just take a look at that changeup down in the zone. Branyan swings over the top of it.
And Russell fouls it away. Shields retired the first 4 Mariners, and since then 5 of the last 6 have reached base. Very high. .32 pitches for Shields here in the second. And a changeup. Down he goes on strikes, but the Mariners get the game even here in the second inning. They leave 2 out there. So as we move into the 3rd inning of play, we got a new one for you. It's the Mariners 3, Tampa Bay 3. Stayed in the house along with Mike Blowers. We move into the 3rd inning of play in a kind of a ragged ball game. A 3-3 tie, a lot of baseball to be played. And Pat Burrell will be the hitter. Burrell walked in the 1st inning. Then, of course, everybody walked in the 1st inning. 6 walks given up in an inning and a 3rd by Ian Snell. Down low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And a strike. Mariners are in 2 pennant races. I know they're 8 back, but they're only 5.5 back in the wild card race. And a fastball foul back. Good velocity at 92.
Just ahead of them.
There's a wild card as we speak right now. 5 back. Popped up. No problem whatsoever. 1 down. All right. Fun portion of our inning here. Time for our Aflac trivia question. We'll assume it's going to be fun. Last night, Alex Rodriguez hit a walk-off home run in the 15th inning to end a scoreless tie in New York between the Yankees and the Red Sox. What is the record for the longest scoreless game in Major League history? Ball game, by the way, ended up in a tie. Longest scoreless game in Major League history.
23 innings.
It's a good guess. In fact, I think that's the right guess, to tell you the truth.
Really? Because that's what it was, I guess.
Well, I think the longest game in history was 26 innings, I believe. You're always right. I'll go with you. There's a two-hopper hit to Lopez.
It was just a guess. I'd throw another one out there. We can pick another number.
No. I guess we're not right.
You better throw another number out there. Pick one.
Here comes Zahn now. Well, a little semblance of normalcy coming back into this game here. And a high pop-up by Zahn. And it's going to be the easiest inning so far for any pitcher, maybe with the exception of Shields in the first. So here in the third inning, 3 up and 3 down to the bottom of the third, 3-3 tie. A-Rod's walk-off home run, winning it in the 15th. What's the record for the longest scoreless game in Major League history? There it is. September the 11th, 46. The Dodgers and the Reds at Ebbets Field played to a 0-0 tie. I knew that. I just didn't want to tell you. Back in 1946, Dodgers and the Reds.
We'll take credit for it then. That's a win for us.
Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Do you know who played in the series?
Who?
Boston Red Sox and St. Louis Cardinals.
Who won?
The St. Louis Cardinals. And a high pop-up hit into right field, and in the foul territory drifts Pena to make the catch. Oregon State, huh? Oregon State. And the junior shift is on, and this time Ibar will get in. Mr. Beltry went down, got that breaking ball and hit it over the head of Crawford in a second. He'll step up to the plate. Remember, you can purchase private suites here at Safeco Field on a single or a multi-game basis. They can accommodate 20 guests. Great for special occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, work outings. Book your suite now for the upcoming series with the Yankees Thursday through Sunday. You can call 206-346-4001. or visit mariners.com/suites to learn more about the private suites. And they are something here at Safeco Field. Ball one. Mr. Beltre. Good pitch. 2-1. Three and 1 to count him, Adrian.
Shields is starting to look like he's getting a little bit frustrated himself. Take a look at Gutierrez, who got the 2-run home run back in the second inning.
Full count now after that foul ball. Man, nice delivery that time. Good pitch. 88-mile-an-hour slider. 1-2-3. The story here in the third as we go to the fourth. The Mariners 3, Tampa Bay 3.
We've had a very interesting first 3 innings, Dave Sims with Mike Flowers. Not dull.
No, it's been a strange game again. Yesterday started a little bit different. Tonight's the same. Bunch of walks early for the Mariners, and still they only give up the 3 runs.
Amazing.
You know, it would look like it was going to get really lopsided, but they were okay. And then the Mariners come back with a 2-run homer from Gutierrez and an error by the pitcher throwing a ball away. The Mariners pick up another run, and here we are at 3-3.
Go figure. I feel good for Ian Snow because he's off the hook now.
Yeah.
Boys rallying. Here's a little tap. I'm sure you guys talked about. We did over on radio, Rick Riz and I. Tim Sheeta, very good umpire, crew chief. Well, he was not giving anything away at the bottom of the zone.
No.
I mean,
nothing.
It wasn't like Snell was all over the ballpark for crying out loud.
No, he was missing down the whole time, but he just couldn't get the call.
Swing and a miss. Boy, Upton does not look near the player we've seen the last few years. He's in the 9-hole tonight.
Well, he struggled this year. Hitting just .242. Take a look at this last pitch from Chris Jakubowskis. Nice breaking ball.
I mentioned that to Carl Crawford. I said, what's up with PJ? He said, hey, man, it's just it's one of the things. You try to fight your way out of it. Top of the order, here's Jason Bartlett. Jakubowski's pitched a 1-2-3 third. James Shields came back and did likewise in the home third. Jakubowski's come in dealing here. He was up twice before they got him in the game. Strike three. He's not messing around. I'm throwing strikes, and you better be ready. He's retired 5 straight now.
19 pitches for Jakubowski, 15 of them for strikes, 3 in a row to Bartlett, who had walked a couple of times. That last pitch right in the middle of the plate.
Chris figured, hey, I'm going to take the subtleties right out of this whole thing. Strike one here to Crawford. Our guest on a radio pregame show. He was recruited to play quarterback at the University of Nebraska. Turner Gill was a big influence on him. Tommy Frazier and some of the great quarterbacks they had at that Big 12 school, but he decided to play baseball, and we're glad to have him here in baseball. Terrific athlete. Look out. Jakubowski's way ahead here. Gotta like that. 21 pitches, 17 over 4. That is what you want. Just got a piece of it, and that got what piece Crawford didn't get. Rob Johnson got the other.
Crawford's been a good player in this league for a while. Would you consider him one of the more underrated players?
Absolutely, because this club until last year, didn't get its first winning season until last year. So he was always.
I mean, even this year, you look at him, he's hitting .317,
yeah.
12 home runs, 52 stolen bases.
Opie has to hurry, and he throws out Crawford. How about Jakubowski's getting it done? Retired 6 in a row, 2 clean innings, 3-3 ball game.
Entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Singles night here at the ballpark, Safeco Field. And I did a perusal earlier, Mike, and out at least in center field, I would say the guys outnumber the gals. Ooh, 5-1 easy.
Bye-bye single, guys. Just a second. Wedding party that's out here tonight.
2 of them? You've seen already?
Yeah.
All right. That's a hardcore baseball fan.
Congratulations.
Mazel tov. Gutierrez homered, 2-run shot. I don't get many right, but he was my radio pick to click because he was 0 for 6 against Shields. He had a golden sombrero last night. I figured, let's go the other way. Why not? See if we turn it around. So I got one right. I'm good for the month.
You're looking really good right now. Just one for the month?
Wow. That's early. What's today? Today's only the 8th, I think, because we're in the road the first week. You did most of them the last week on the road. 2-1 from Shields. Up the middle, under the glove of Jason Bartlett. Base hit for Goody, 2 for 2.
Looked like Bartlett was going to have a chance to make this play right under the glove.
It happens.
See if Walk wants to do anything here. We know that Wilson can bump, but I bet he's a pretty good hit and run guy too. Seems to be able to handle the bat, hit the ball the other way if he wants to.
Great sacrifice last night in the 11th to move Gutierrez up to second base, and then Langerhans homered to end it. Mariners have won 3 of 4 against these Rays. Mariners only trip to Tampa Bay coming up in late September, Tuesday, Wednesday evening affairs, 22nd, 23rd of September. Gutierrez chased back. He's 7 for 12 in base stealing this year. With a good crowd on hand here at Safeco Field, close to 45,000 last night, 44,378. Good lead for Gutierrez. Tuno to Jack Wilson.
Wonder why guys go to that really deep knee bend when they're in the stretch. You don't see many of them. Mike Mussina did it for years. Shields is the only one I can think of now that does it. I wonder what they get out of that. You don't see many guys do it.
Mm-hmm. Fouled off, 2-1. Mussina looked like he was doing. He was bending at the waist. I mean, it was almost like trying to touch the bill of his cap to his knees. He did that little move. Ian Snell started at a rough go, walked 6 in an inning and a third, but since injured Chris Jakubowskis has shut down Tampa Bay, Mariners have rallied to tie it. Off the end of the bat, Bartlett back to the pitcher. Good hustle by Wilson, beats it out. So Wilson needed by about a step as Tampa Bay tried to turn a 3-6-1 double play.
Wilson didn't hit it hard right off the end of the bat, kind of cues it down to first. See the ball bounce funny as it hit the ground.
Good closing speed by Jack Wilson, so he's aboard with 1 out. I'll bring up Rob Johnson. How about Rob in his last 6 games now with that base hit he picked up in the second inning? He's 9 for his last 21, a .428 clip.
Remember when he started the season, that open stance that he had?
He has really shut it down, hasn't he?
Yeah, he felt really good in spring training with it. Started the season that way and struggled, and now he's gotten more to where he's squaring things up, maybe just a little bit open. Yeah, but he's swinging the bat much better.
I bet he's brought that foot in, oh man, 2 feet easily. Runner goes, swung on, popped up, playable. Longoria, the third baseman, comes over without territory, makes a catch. 2 down. Runner Wilson has to get back. Thursday, gets the Mariners and the Bronx Bombers in action. They're going to open up a big 4-game series here. That's also Mariner Moose T-shirt night. All kids 14 and under. Thanks to Bing tickets. They are going fast, which is not a surprise. Reserve your seat right now at Mariners.com. Yankees take out the Boston Red Sox again. CC Sabathia flirting with a no-hitter into the 6th. And the Yankees now have open up a lead of 5.5 on Boston in the American League West. The Yankees have won 6 straight. How about Saunders? He hit the ball really hard last time up. Hit it off the glove of a diving Carlos Pena at first base.
Pena was holding the runner on as he was coming off the bag. Saunders hit it back behind him, and he couldn't change directions quickly enough because it was hit so hard and went off the end of his glove.
I give him credit for even getting a piece
Yeah,
of it.
well, he's a terrific fielding first baseman.
Shields has one of the better changeups we've seen. 0-2. It's such an incredible and important weapon for a pitcher. The 0-2. Saunders looked like he tried to call time. You see that? His left hand came off the bat. He didn't get it.
You're asking for it doesn't mean you get it.
That's correct.
Tim Cheetah, the home plate umpire. If you ask late, a lot of times the umpires won't give it to you. Some people think it's automatic, but it's not the case.
Ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, runner on.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. Zahn just joining the club. Having a tough time here getting on the same page with Shields. Shields, I don't know if you think differently, Dave, but it seemed like he worked at a better pace in the past when we've seen him. He's pitched well against the Mariners, but for some reason tonight he seems to be taking a lot of time, and I'm wondering if maybe it's because Zahn just joining the club.
I would think that I wouldn't think there's any question about it. It's his 7th start against the Mariners. You're right. His pace is generally a guy, hey, let's get it going, make it happen. 1-2. Saunders can keep this thing going. Back to the top of the order. Nietzsche. What a win last night by the Mariners, 7-6. Down 5-1. Get a 4 spot in the 7th inning. Tied up, and Langerhans wins it in the 11th. 2-2. Base hit for Michael Saunders. Wilson will hold as Ben Zobrist gets it back in. Kid's coming around. He's 2 for 2.
And again, they had Ibar playing way over in the hole. Take a look at this ground ball. And he was playing way over there.
Alan Carco said that young Saunders has a nice feel for things. Bunning, he said, when we talked comparing him against another Canadian, Larry Walker. Not quite as good as athlete as Larry Walker was, but this kid's really good. Ichiro with a chance to give the Mariners the lead. Struck out and walked today. The 1-0 to Ichiro, swing and a miss. Ichiro, the major league leader, batting average, hits, and multi-hit games. He's got 6 straight multi-hit games. 12 for 30 pace. Get out of play. Day action tomorrow, Sunday. Again, and the Chicago White Sox come to town. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Pitch to Ichiro. Down to Pena, gobbles it up, takes it himself. That will do it for the Mariners. They get 2 on, strand them there. 3-3 ball game as we have played 4 here at Safeco Field. How about that? That's right. Now they can sit as closely as possible. It's all legal. Yes, sir. Evan Longoria leading off here. 5th inning. Longoria, Zobrist, and Pena 3, 4, and 5 for Tampa Bay. Jakubowskis pitched to 3rd and the 4th. 1-2-3 against these Rays. He's on in relief of Ian Snell. The drive to center, and that's smoke. Long run for Gutierrez, and he's going to watch it go into the single section. Tampa Bay takes a 4-3 lead. Longoria's 24th home run, his 82nd RBI, and he didn't miss it.
Looked like a fastball out over the plate. That ball a long ways here. A lot of times a little cooler tonight. Tough to get that ball. You can see it's up in the zone too. Drives it out dead center field.
411 feet. Tampa Bay back on top now, 4-3. After seeing Jakubowskis do nothing but pour in strikes, Longoria on that 1-2 pitch. Pretty good read. 13th home run given up by Jakubowskis. Greg Olson's given up 18. Garrett Olson, beg your pardon. Now Jakubowskis 3-0 to Ben Zobrist, who singled and walked, driven in a run. And he walks him on 4 pitches. So walking a home run here in the 5th. Let's check out our Banner Bank building to the future. The West Tennessee Diamond Jacks last night against Carolina. How about this number? 20-9. Season high 20 runs, season high 20 hits, season high 11 run margin of victory. Lamonta 5 for 5 with 3 ribbies. Bolthers 3 for 4, 2 runs and an RBI. Way to go, guys. second-round pick, Rich Poultris, young man, third baseman at the University of Georgia. He is a big kid. He was here last time we were here on a Sunday. Poitras, and I thought he was somebody from the Seahawks who was just getting a tour. That's how big a guy is.
Well, looking at those numbers last night, if he had a good night, he can swing it.
Run in, runner on, the dangerous Carlos Pena. Vasquez will want to be careful here. 0-1. Johnson keeps it in front. Pena leading the American League. He struck out 140 times entering today. That's 15 more than Jack Cust. E.J. Upton and Longoria in the top 10 as well. Not the Tampa Bay Rays of days gone by. That home run earlier by Longoria is number 139. Tampa Bay trailing only Texas and the Yankees in home runs in the American League.
And you mentioned Pena with the strikeouts, but he also has 27 home runs on the board.
Pena starting today. Second place to Sharon Morneau, started today with 28 home runs, 27 for Pena, as we look at some scores coming in. How about the Mariners beginning today, fourth place in the wild card hunt, 3 games behind Tampa Bay, 5.5 behind Boston. There's a throw down, not in time. Two balls and 2 strikes here. Jakubowski's pitching to Pena. Keeping an eye on Zobrist. He's 13 out of 16 in base stealing. Jakubowski's threw it very quick. Third and fourth, things have slowed down markedly here. Now a balk called by Bob Davidson, the first base umpire.
Don Wakamatsu wants to know what he did. Didn't look like Tim Cheetah wanted to tell him.
Just tell him anything. Don't even bother making a trip. First balk from Jakubowski. Here's no look.
Chris has pretty quick feet. You have to step off. He didn't do it. Just kind of spun around. A lot of times you can get away with it and call it, but they got him that time.
Bob Davidson, his nickname Balkin Bob. He probably has called more balks than anybody. While the current Major League umpiring crew.
Did you just come up with that, Balkin Bob?
That's been around for years. 2-2. Here's a look at the feet. It's like you said.
Yeah.
Sharp eye. So Jakubowski's 3-2 now to Pena. Zobrist in scoring position, a run in on the Longoria leadoff homer. That is crushed. How far is it going? Good Lord. About 18 rows back, a 2-run jack by Carlos Pena, his 28th, his 72nd and 73rd RBIs. That's 2 bombs in this inning for the Tampa Bay Rays. And now it's a 6-3 advantage for Tampa Bay.
That's a 3-2 fastball. It's a towering home run, too. Hit it high. Chris was doing such a good job of working ahead of the hitters. This inning, he's falling behind some guys, making them pay for it.
Pat Burrell's the hitter. He went upper deck left field last night. Bounces one up there. Ichiro just sightseeing at that point. Breaking ball for strike 1 and 2. Trying to stay away from Burrell. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 quick innings and now 2 long balls in this one. Mariners will have to mount yet another comeback. 2-2 to Burrell. On the ground, Wilson. It's a nice hop. And they get the first out of the inning. We're in the 5th here at Safeco Field. Right now, let's take a look at a Radio Shack. What do you know? Hey, what do you know? On this date, 1997, Randy Johnson became the first pitcher to strike out 19 batters in a game, twice in one season. He did it by beating the White Sox in a 5-0 victory. He lost the other game. It's a tough night's work to strike out 19 and lose a ball game.
I'm trying to remember what game that was.
One down, and the hitter's Willie Ibar, 1-1. That's hit on a button, but Ichiro is right there.
Against the Oakland A's, he did it. Mark McGwire did a home run off of it.
McGwire had a propensity to go deep. Greg Zahn is the hitter, 0 for 2. Six to 3 Tampa Bay. Two notice on. BJ Upton on deck. Nice play by Beltre, and he made the stab with the shoulder that's been operated on twice in the last year. Nice play by AB. And hopefully that did not hurt him. That's the first time that's happened since he's returned. 6-3. And congratulations again to the newlyweds. Just put on the ring tonight. Good to have you with us, everybody, here at Safe Grove Field. Nice night for baseball. The Pacific Northwest, 6-3 Tampa Bay. And time for a little rally fry action here. You're on, Mike.
Well, Lindsey's going to go up and hand him out. It worked last night. Last night we gave the rally fries out, and the Mariners ended up scoring a few runs, so we're going to try it again tonight. Send them all the way at the top out there in left field tonight.
Russell Branyan leading off for the Mariners. Boy, these called her out by name. How
Called her
about
out by name.
It's coming in from Bellingham, swinging a miss by Branyan. Grounded out to second and struck out this evening. It is singles night after all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ball and a strike. So another defensive change, same as last night. Ben Zobrist goes from right field to second base. Willie Ibar out, and Gabe Gross goes into right field. Did this late in the game last night. 2-2. Gabe Gross will slide into the 7 hole. So Zobrist moving into second base, but on the shift for Branyan, he's in short right field. Deep drive, right field, hooking foul.
Ended up getting a changeup. Russell out in front a little bit, hit off the end of the bat, broke his bat.
Two. Struck him out. And for Shields, that's his 4th strikeout this evening. Jose Lopez. The Mariners are just going to have to come from behind again. We're down early in this game, 3-0, tied it. Stayed that way till the top of this inning with Longoria with a home run and a 2-run shot by Pena. Mariners are down 5-1 last night. Boy, that went right by the ear of the pitcher Shields. I saw him flinch a little bit. Zobrist catch the line drive.
Yeah, inside out swing by Lopez. A little slicing line drive. And now the Rays will go back to the same shift we saw for Branyan. But here's a swing by Lopez. Pitch running back in on him, and he knew it as soon as he hit it right at him.
This junior struck out, grounded out. Said his mom was very happy to see him hit that home run in the 7th last night. And she had told him, hey, you know, it's your night, Ken Griffey Jr. bobblehead night. How about doing something? Because every time I watch, as we look at some of the things that the junior's done on this date, every time I watch him, seeing your daddy get a whole bunch of hits, but it'd be nice if I could see you get a home run. How about you do something for me? That he did. Career home run number 623. A 1-1. See if Shields challenges him here. Struck him out on a changeup back in the 2nd inning. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty much staying with the changeup.
Shields 1-2, a 1.95 ERA against the Mariners. 6 previous starts.
Another changeup. First pitch fastball and 4 changeups in a row.
Here we go, 3-2. Missed down low. Griffey's aboard with 2 outs. Second walk issued by Shields. Brings up Adrian Beltre, doubled to left over the head of Carl Crawford and struck out. So Beltre goes to work with 2 outs and a man on. Mariners down by 3. Good pitch by Shields. Shields a big guy, 6'4", 220. Lives in Clearwater, Florida. Born and raised in Newhall, California. 14-game winner last year. 14-8 in 08. 12-8 in 07. These Rays on the season. They're in one heck of a battle in the American League East. And hopefully the Mariners can continue to play well and put pressure on them in Texas and Boston for the wild card. Just looking at some of the things that Tampa Bay's done this year. They're 5-6 against the Yankees, 8-4 against Boston. One of the things that Tampa's done, boy, they've picked on some of the lower end clubs. Kansas City, they've worn them out. 9 out of 10 they've won. Here's a 1-2 to Beltre. Down low, getting the chase, and that will do it for the Mariners. Strikeout number 5 for Shields. And 5 are in the books. A 6-3 Tampa Bay lead. Helmets out there, but we still see him in the clubhouse. Jack Wilson's long lost brother. Needs rally fries. Smoother, quieter, greener way to travel. Ride Sound Transit's light rail from Tukwila to Seattle with 10 stops along the way. Link Light Rail. Check it out. Chris Jakubowski's still in there. Came in and got the final outs of the 2nd inning. Pitched a 1-2-3 third, a 1-2-3 fourth, a rocky 5th. He gave up 2 home runs. B.J. Upton leading off. B.J. batting in the 9 hole. Will be followed by Jason Bartlett and Carl Crawford. Garrett Olson starting to heat up. One and two. He gets great coverage in the outfield here with B.J. Upton in center, and he is gone on a beautiful curveball by Chris Jakubowskis. For Jack, that's his 3rd strikeout. One down here in the 6th.
When you're talking about Upton's struggles earlier, he was behind a couple of fastballs, and then he drops his breaking ball. He's just not seeing it very well right now. BJ Upton, a talented athlete, good player most of the time, but this year has just been a struggle. There's another good breaking ball from Jack Kabowskis.
Jason Bartlett has done some damage tonight. Couple of walks. He scored twice, and he struck out 0 for 1. Just joining us, Ian Snell, his Mariner home debut. 1 1/3 innings, 3 runs all earned, 2 hits, 6 walks, and a strikeout. 1 hopper to Jack Wilson, 2 outs. Hey fans, create your own Mariners collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store on Mariners.com. 3 easy steps. You can make your very own Mariners memory. Visit Mariners.com today. Well, he's working it. It is singles night. He's got the big glove out. Certainly a conversation starter, that's for sure. Come here often, you wear that big glove and the tattoos every day? Yeah, why not? Off to the end of the bat. Wilson, quick flip and a 1-2-3 here in the 6th as Crawford is retired. Mariner bats, APB calling. See if they can get something going. Down 6-3. Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Love this homestand. 10 days worth. White Sox come in Monday. Always good to see Ozzie Guillen.
We haven't heard anything from him lately. At least I haven't. Have you?
Give it time.
Oh, yeah.
Give it time. The Yankees will be in beautiful Safeco Field as well. He is necessary for baseball, Ozzie Guillen. I love him.
His club 3 games back. The Tigers.
Yeah, they got a good ball club, too. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. 2 for 2 night. 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. Important game with the White Sox coming in because they're right behind the Mariners in the wild card chase. 1-0 to Goody. Here's your wild card standings. Boston lost earlier this afternoon to the Yankees.
I was a little bit surprised to see that the Twins haven't played better this year. We really liked their club early in the season. And some good players on their team. Now we're having a terrific year. Morneau, of course.
Randy Choate warming up. 2-1. Goody's a 3 for 3 night. Slicing drive into the gap. Going to take a look. Now he's going to go a bobble by Upton. So Gutierrez, a 2-base hit to start the 6th inning for the Mariners.
Nice inside out swing. That pitch is in on him, and he hits a little slicing line drive into right field. Upton does a nice job of getting over there, but when he doesn't come up with it cleanly, Gutierrez probably has a double anyways, but makes it a lot easier when he drops it.
14th double for Franklin Gutierrez. Now you got to like that rebound, right, Mike? Last night, golden sombrero, 4 strikeouts and a walk, runs scored. Tonight comes back 3 for 3. He's a triple away from the cycle.
Last night was the first time we've seen him in a long time really struggle.
He was all out of whack, and it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes he just, for whatever reason, he couldn't pick up the breaking ball off of Neiman last night. Neiman just kept throwing him up there, and he just couldn't handle it.
Jack Wilson trying to move him up. One, 2 to Jack. Wilson 0 for 2 this evening. 28,239 here in singles night at the ballpark. The 0-2 to Wilson. Mariners 8th in attendance entering tonight. 1.4 million drawn here at Safeco Field. 14-team league. Comes the 1-2. Mariners have won 3 out of 4 against the Rays. Joe Madden's ball club. 2-game visit in September. Maybe the final couple of games. 2-2. Wilson hits it down to Longoria, holds the runner, throws out Wilson. Well, James Shields here in the 6th inning, about to throw pitch number 100. It'll go to Rob Johnson, who's 1 for 2 tonight.
And that's why Choate's up in the bullpen, the left-hander. After Johnson, you have Saunders, Ichiro, and Branyan, all left-handed hitters.
Rob Johnson in the 2nd inning picked up a base hit, extended his hitting streak to 6 games. Up high. Given that Langerhans won the game with the home run last night, were you surprised that he didn't get the start?
I don't know if I would say I was surprised. I thought maybe he had a pretty good chance to get in there. They're committed to letting Saunders play.
Sharply hit but foul. Ryan Langerhans, his first walk-off home run at any level. A face full of ice cream. It was swirl, a little chocolate and vanilla mix, courtesy of Mike Sweeney. Spear shower from Ken Griffey Jr.
That ice cream in the face is a lot better than the shaving cream.
Amen, brother. Especially the gel kind. That's a serious burn. Two and 1 to Rob Johnson. Mariners down 3. Now Rob's got a 3-1 count. There's Mike Saunders. Michael Saunders has a 2 for 2 night. Gutierrez is 3 for 3. Rob Johnson's aboard, so now Michael Saunders, he represents a tying run coming to the plate here. 1 out in the 6th. Take a look at our Quest high-speed pitch as Jim Hickey pays a visit. He's the Tampa Bay pitching coach. Shields at 93. Jakubowskis, same number. Big confab. The whole infield comes in now. And Shields now has walked his third man.
104 pitches. I thought that would be his last hitter if he walked him, and they're going to give him another shot at it with Saunders coming up to hit, having a nice night. That's his average of 273 now.
Saunders down in Tacoma as we look at Shields' numbers to this point. 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 6 Ks. Saunders with 13 home runs, 32 runs batted in, 64 games at AAA Tacoma. Still looking for his first big league homer. Ball 1. Saunders with a hard smash off the glove of first baseman Carlos Pena. Clean base hit to right, 2 for 2. And he's ahead here, 2-0. The bottom of the order with the hits as they look at the scorecard. Top 4 hitters in the Mariner lineup have not produced a base hit. 2-0 pitch, make it 2-1 with that strike. Tim Sheeta behind home plate. Bob Davidson at first, Jeff Nelson at second, and Mark Carlson at third. So what Saunders does, 2-1. There's a drive down the line. That is going to hook foul.
Shields hung him a changeup that time. He's left a number of changeups up in the game tonight. He really hasn't been that sharp either. 108 pitches, 63 strikes, 45 balls. Let's see what that last pitch was.
A little too much hook. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Here in the home 6th. Couple of men on. Gutierrez is homered for the Mariners. Tampa Bay with 2 home runs in the 5th. Longoria solo shot and a 2-run homer by Pena. The 2-2. Angels over the Rangers 3-2. Yankees shut out Boston 5-0. Oakland hammered by Kansas City 12-6. Minnesota 11-0 over Detroit. Carl Pavano won that game. Just acquired in the last couple of days from Cleveland. Toronto 3-2 over Baltimore. How about the Florida ball club in the National League? They beat Philly head-to-head. They pick up a full game, 5 games behind Philadelphia in the NL East. 6-4 ball game. That was in Philly. 2-2 to Saunders. Defending champion Philadelphia Phillies now 29-28 at home, on the road to 32-19. Tying run at the plate, 2-2. Full count.
He's either trying to get him out away. All those pitches off the plate away to Saunders. Mariners 1 for 4 with men in scoring position for the game.
3-2 pitch. Hammered, base hit. That's going to get in the corner. Everybody's going to run. Here comes Gutierrez. Digging for third is Rob Johnson. They're going to hold him up right there. An RBI single for Michael Saunders. A 3 for 3 night for the kid. It's 6-4 Tampa Bay. The Mariners clawing away again. Still 1 out. Ichiro's coming up with a couple of runners in scoring position, and Joe Madd's going to come and get James Shields. Pitching changes. Michael Saunders enjoying a 3 for 3 night And the Mariners trying to work their way back into this game. Pitching change. More coming up right after this. Good looking stroke.
Had a missile into right on that changeup. Again, another changeup up. Shields just wasn't as sharp as we've seen him in the past.
One down, runners at second and third. And as you look at the board here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all the hits in the Mariner lineup have been from hitters 5 through 9. Top 4 hitters, Ichiro, Brandon, Lopez, and Griffey, have yet to check in. Right now is not a bad time. Strike one from Randy Choate. Ichiro 0 for 1 against Choate. That is a fair ball. Throws across. Just got him. Heck of a play by Longoria.
It really was. Normally Ichiro is going to beat that out. A nice play by Longoria. I think if he lets that ball hit the ground, it probably isn't going foul. So nice play. That ball's spinning. If it hits the ground, it's going to kick foul. Nice play. Strong throw on the run.
Nice play. Chance for Brendan now with 2 outs. Ichiro now 0 for 3 with a walk. Brandon's 0 for 3, struck out his last 2 times up. Brandon representing the lead run. 2 outs here in the 6th. Brandon's 1 for 4 against Randy Choate.
Been a while for Russell hitting a home run, but he hit one to center field last night for his 25th of the year.
Here's the numbers on Randy Choate. 1-0 in there. First strike. Sean White up and thrown. Bullpen did a great job last night. Sean Kelly gave up a run, 2 hits, but wound up the winner after Langerhand's home runs, and they got double-barreled action with Olsen and White. Choate staying away. For the Mariners, a couple of runners in scoring position. Johnson at third. And they've got Saunders at second. 2-1 off the end of the bat for a good hack.
Good pitch for Russell Brandon to hit out over the plate. Taking another look at the swing. It's right in his wheelhouse.
2-2. Now Choda's run a full count to Brennan. Lopez is on deck. He's 0 for 3. Here we go. 3-2. Little tapper, choke, underhand flip, matters are gone. Pick up 1 run on the Michael Saunders RBI. Narrow the gap just a little bit, 6-4 Tampa Bay. By Money Tree. At Money Tree, providing immediate cash for your business is our business. Apply for business loan at MoneyTreeInc.com. By Washington's Lottery, whose world would you change? And by Wilcox Farms, celebrating Wilcox Farms' 100th anniversary. Remember, buy local, buy fresh, buy Wilcox Farms eggs. 6-4 ball game here at Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew. Top of the 7th about to start with a new Mariner pitcher, the 3rd of the night. And it's Garrett Olson, the left-hander. And Mike, we've seen him perform much better out of the bullpen than as a starter.
Seen that sometimes with pitchers, and you wonder why, because I know that they would really like for him to be a starter, but you wonder if maybe that time in between starts, thinking about things, talking about it too much, as opposed to just somebody having a phone ring and say, yep, you're next.
Down low to Longoria. Longoria, Zobrist, and Pena 3, 4, and 5 here for the Rays. Aaron Olson coming over from the Baltimore Orioles. Back with a strike. So it's 2 for 2. Longoria homered his last time up. Popped up, playable. Maybe. Looked like it had a good shot. Rob Johnson missed by a row or two. You notice Rob didn't stick his finger up on the screen. No. Remember that last year?
Yep. The last pitch up in the zone, 80 miles an hour. Similar pitch to the one Longoria hit out. Up and out over the plate.
2-2. Changeup got him. Nicely done by Garrett Olson. An important strikeout here in the 7th inning.
Take a look at this last pitch. It's up again. But Longoria swings through it.
The hitter now is Ben Zobrist. Started the game in right field, moved to second base. Garrett Olson with Baltimore last year, 9-10. Came over, trade with the Cubs. Moved over to the Cubs during the offseason. Ronnie Cedeno came over for Aaron Heilman in late January of this year. He went to Tim Cheatham. Ball and 2 strikes.
Garrett going with more off-speed pitches. He has a pretty good breaking ball going for him tonight.
The 1-2. Tampa Bay with 2 runs in the first inning. Ian Snell had a very tough go. He threw 41 pitches, only lasted an inning and a third. Got squeezed a bunch tonight. Walked 6. Ball club fought back, got him off the hook. They tied the score in the third at 3-3. Tied the score in the second with 3 runs. 2-run homer by Gutierrez and throwing error by Shields. Belts ready. Nice scoop. 2 outs. See the best flat foot thrower you've ever seen?
He's the only one I really see that do it. He does it that way. He'll adjust his feet, square up his shoulders right away, but most guys will still take a step to throw. But he has such a strong arm, and for him, over the years, developing that, probably feels like he's more accurate throwing that way. He doesn't need the crow hop. He has a strong enough arm to get away with. A lot of guys can't do it.
He gets some great torque too, that upper body. 2 outs here in the 7th. It's Carlos Pena, a mammoth home run his last time. Got it on a 3-2 pitch against Jakubowskis. Lower stands in right field, a high towering blast. Ball and strike to Carlos. Two and one Pena, who's walked, hit into a double play and hit a 2-run homer. I can see that right out of his hand. That was not what he's trying to do. 3-1.
Yeah, both those last 2 pitches that were inside were change-ups.
Pena now tied with Sharon Morneau for the home run lead in the American League. And here's a high drive, right field, Ichiro, and the gap though is right there. And Olson throws a 1-2-3, 7th inning. 6-4, singles night. Nobody's left. Why should you? Home 7th coming up. Mariners down 2. Singles night continues, and the ladies in the fire hats drew a crowd tonight. A lot of fun out there at center field. And hoping for more fun as the Mariners trying to get back in this game, trailing only by 2 now. Lopez, Griffey, and Beltre 3-4-5 here in the 7th against Randy Choate. Lopez 0 for 3. Bottom of the order's done most of the hitting tonight for Seattle. Ichiro, Branyan, Lopez, and Griffey, first 4 hitters. Not checked in with a base hit yet. Lopez behind 0-2.
Well, this is the inning that the Mariners busted out last night for 4 runs, so see if they can do it again.
2 strikes. Randy Choate. He's on in relief as we look at the in-game box score. Guys still looking to fill in some numbers. Bouncing ball, Zobrist goes to Pena, 1 out. Gonna bring up Junior. 0 for 2 with a walk. Walked in a 3-2 pitch last time up in the 5th. Funny listening to Don Wakamoto. He said, hey, we should have Ken Griffey Jr. bobblehead night once a week. I don't think anybody would object to that. Got jammed. Longoria will field it. 2 outs. Quick 2 outs. 7th inning. Monday, for as low as $10, you can bring your friends and family out to the next BECU half-price family night. It's a steal of a deal on the White Sox. Visit the Mariners. For tickets, visit mariners.com. They've got Adrian Beltre, a double strikeout and a strikeout. He's going to see right-handed pitching when we finish with our game summary. Grant Balfour, the hard-throwing Australian, coming in. Balfour pitched briefly last night. Let's review, shall we? First inning. This base hit to Ben Zobrist. How about Ichiro's throw right on the money? Rob Johnson was sort of behind the plate. The runner was able to slide in. It was a good throw by Ichiro. Here's a bouncing ball to Wilson. He tried to get the attack play on Crawford. That allowed a run to score. Here's Franklin Gutierrez in the 2nd inning. Man aboard a 1-1 pitch. He homered his 13th of the year. And then they tried to pick off Saunders. Ball gets away. Rob Johnson scores. 5th inning. Evan Longoria. 1-2 pitch leading off the 5th with a home run. And then, with a man aboard 2 hitters later, look at Pena. 28th home run ties him for the AL lead with Morneau and Teixeira. And that made it 6-3. Bottom of the 6th, young Michael Saunders rips one into the corner. And that scores Gutierrez. Saunders' 3rd RBI. The Mariners would get no more. 6-4, that's where we are right now. Grant Balfour takes over. 3rd pitcher this evening for Joe Madden's ball club. I liked what Carl Crawford told me during the radio pregame show. He said, hey, we're not sneaking up on anybody anymore.
I would agree with that. It's a talented club. Everybody knows it.
Man, I mean, we've looked at the numbers the last couple of nights. I mean, 3rd in runs, 3rd in homers, 3rd in walks, 1st in steals, 3rd in ERA, 6th in batting average. I mean, they're getting it done. So Beltre, nobody on, will go to battle against Grant Balfour. Adrian's 0 for 3 career against Grant. Broken bat. Pena to Balfour, and 1 pitch with Balfour, and he finishes off the 7th inning. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. 1-2-3 go the Mariners in the 7th. 6-4 Rays. at the ballpark, particularly out in center field. As we start the 8th inning, Pat Burrell, Gabe Gross, Greg Zahn against Garrett Olson.
They always draw a good crowd out there for singles night, don't they?
Sure do. Breaking ball from Garrett Olson. Pitch to 1-2-3 7th, strike one. Burrell hit a huge home run last night, upper deck, just missing Jackie Robinson, the retired number off the upper deck last night here at the ballpark. Two and one. Other scores brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Yankees won the first 3 games, 4-game series. Angels 3-2 over the Rangers. That's a final. How about Texas last night? They had 5 home runs against the Angels.
Guerrero hit a home run for the Angels tonight.
And just see him go get it. Went down, breaking ball down and down around his legs. He went down and got it. Golfed it out. There's your standings up to the minute. Scoreboard brought to you by Washington's Lottery. A 3-2 pitch down low, so Olson walks his first man of the evening. This will be Gabe Gross's first at bat. Entered the game in the 5th in right field. Gabe Gross stands in. Gross, 261 hitter, 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in.
It was last year that Madden was raving about Gross and the pop that he has in his bat. This year, 5 home runs, 199 at bats, but. Remember that last year when we were in Tampa?
It's a little early. They're about the first road trip. The emergence of Ben Zobrist turned things around. White's up for the second time tonight. Pat Burrell's 2 for 2 in base hit. That's got to be the front end of a hit and run.
Yeah, it's not much of a lead that he's getting over there right now.
Burrell's got a total of 7 stolen bases in his career. Two and 0. Olson pitches a 1-2-3 7th. Walks Burrell, and now he's 2-0 behind Gabe Gross. Mariners have turned 1 double play tonight, a 4-6-3 back in the 2nd inning. Here's strike 2 and 1. Olson in his 23rd game, his 12th as a reliever. Pitch has been very effective for him tonight, 2 and 2.
Yeah, he's had a good breaking ball to the left-handed hitters. I've seen him a number of times too throw that pitch when he's been behind in the count, been able to get it over the plate for a strike. See, fastball's topped out at 90.
Gabe Gross, second year with Tampa Bay. 2-2. This is away. back hitter. Greg Zahn, the catcher, 1 for 3. Gross has been with Toronto and Milwaukee, and as we mentioned, second year with Tampa Bay. Look out. And he walks. So Olson has lost his feel. He's got the first 2 men on via walks here in the 8th inning. Tomorrow, following the Mariners-Rays game, it's KeyBank's Run Around the Bases. All kids 14 and under. They're invited down to the field for this memorable opportunity. Parents, don't forget your cameras. Please don't. Bring video and still. And get your tickets at Mariners.com. So Wakamatsu, and not liking what he's seeing out of Olson, has walked the first 2 men. Plus, he's going to bring in a right-hander to face Greg Zahn. Zahn's a switch hitter. We'll see what develops when we come back. Hall of Fame, the Baseball Museum of the Pacific Northwest and Hall of Fame, and Ken Griffey Jr.'s mementos from back at the Kingdom at one of the bats. And also look at the big home run right there, not to look at the locker that he had at the old Kingdom. A lot of artifacts there. Make sure you come, when you come to the ballpark, Museum and Hall of Fame's on the 100 level on the first base side of Safeco Field. Pretty good setup with that easy chair back in the day, huh?
Take care of his back.
Sean White takes over now, 4th pitcher this evening for the Mariners. Garrett Olson just lost it here in the 8th. Walked the first 2 hitters. Mariners only down 2 and want to keep it that way. Nobody out. Switch hitting catcher, newest member of the Rays, Greg Zahn.
Corner's expecting the bunt.
Ball 1 from White. Sean White pitched a scoreless inning last evening. He came on after Felix Hernandez walked the first 2 hitters in the 7th. So he's used to this kind of pressure here, back-to-back nights. Now he goes 2-0. Pitch. Fly ball, short center field, coming on Gutierrez, and now Saunders can't get it, nobody can get it. He's playing third, and Gutierrez will hold on to it. How about that? Base hit, parachuted into Bermuda Triangle. Base is loaded here in the 8th.
We've seen Saunders be able to make up the ground, but that one's just a little bit too shallow for him. He runs well and left. Jack Wilson, the shortstop, couldn't get back in time, but you take another look at it. He's trying to find it. Saunders just can't quite get there.
Deep hot water now for the Mariners. Nobody out, bases loaded for B.J. Upton. 0 for 3, struck out his last 2 times up. Broken back. That's in trouble too. Short center field. They're going to get Burrell to score. And it's 7-4 Tampa Bay. Broke his bat, but he comes up with an RBI. His 37th, first hit of the night for Upton.
Back-to-back flares after a couple of walks to start the inning.
This is on balls that kill you, Frankie Frisch. Way back in the 30s. That hadn't changed.
No. 5 of the walks in the game tonight have scored.
There you go. Top of the order, Jason Bartlett. Nobody out, bases still loaded.
Rays are now 4 for 8 with men in scoring position.
The 0-1. Well stroked, base hit. That's going to get 1. Here comes Zahn, no play. Runners at the corners as this Tampa Bay ball club goes first to third as well, if not better than anybody, and they've broken it open. 9-4. Bartlett brings in 2.
We'll take a look at it. Fastball inside, hits it into left center field. How quickly did Upton get around from first to third? Man, he was flying. No chance for Saunders. He just gets it back in the second base.
B.J. Upton with a big base hit. He did not look good last night, Upton. Nor did he until that at bat one produces a base hit. A big hack here by Carl Crawford. So the Rays, nobody out here in the 8th. Everybody has reached 3 have scored. 5 men up and 5 have reached. To Crawford. Crawford, then you got Longoria, Zobrist, Pena, and Burrell.
Mariners play the infield back for the double play, but that'll be tough with Crawford and his speed. They have to hit it right on the button and somebody if they're going to turn 2.
They hit it on the button, all right. That's a gapper to Gutierrez is going to track down. Upton's going to stroll in. RBI Crawford. Double digits. It's a 10-4 Tampa Bay lead. Crawford's 54th run batted in.
Crawford, the only Ray that hasn't scored tonight. Well, it looks like a fastball out over the plate. When he first hit this, I thought maybe it was going to get in the gap, but Gutierrez with his speed runs it down.
So 1 out now. Here's Longoria. He's already homered tonight. 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. 2 runs scored. Big 4 spot here in the 8th. Two 2-0. Longoria. Wilson. Lopez is 1. Over to Brayton for 2. Inning over. Damage? Yeah, a lot. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. It's now a 10-4 Rays lead. Let's check out our Coors Light freeze cam. It's singles night. And we check in on Ryan Boyer and Kimberly Horn from about an hour or so ago. The lady over there on the left, she knows what's coming.
Yes.
And she said yes. So a joyous evening in the Boyer and Horn households. These two are engaged. And glad they did it here at a Mariners game. Coors Light freeze cam. Meanwhile, back on the field, Mariners are engaged in a butt kicking right now, their own.
Something that the Mariners have been so good at this year is throwing strikes and being aggressive. And a lot of base on balls tonight ended up costing the guys.
Yeah, what, total of 9 walks, and what do you have, 5 scored?
6 of them.
6 now.
6 of them have scored.
1-2 to Gutierrez. Triple away from the cycle. Balfour threw 1 pitch to get out of the 7th inning. Adrian Beltre, last one to do it a year ago against the Texas Rangers. On deck, Jack Wilson. Mariners have 1 more hit, but 6 fewer runs than Tampa Bay, and the Mariners, just the walks have been murdered tonight. Swing and a miss. Gutierrez is gone. 1 out. 1 out here in the home 8th. Casey Keller and the Seattle Sounders FC. They're going to return to action later on tonight here on FSN. Seattle will be doing battle with Real Salt Lake in Western Conference MLS competition. We'll have that matchup for you tonight after Mariners Live postgame right here on FSN and FSN HD. Strike 1. Wilson 0 for 3. Flight out to right, reached it on fielder's choice, grounded out to third. What were you saying the other day about, we get in 1:30, 2 o'clock, guys get short sleep. It's the second night that gets you.
Second night will get you. Then you throw in the time change too, a couple hours for the guys.
Everybody in baseball goes through it.
They do, and I don't want to make excuses for them, but the Mariners seem to travel more than anybody.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Was that in the movie Stripes? That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah.
Lewis Mariner. Doug Fister's up and throwing. Ian Snell, a long time ago, back at 7:10 Pacific, started. Pitched an inning and a third in his Mariner home debut. 3 runs all earned, 2 hits, 6 walks, and a strikeout. Admittedly, if you go back and look at the tape, he threw a lot of pitches that were borderline that he did not get the call. .60 pitches for Snell, 27 for strikes. 2-2. Big Tampa Bay, top of the 8th. They sent 7 men to the plate, 4 runs on 3 hits. Couple of walks, critical. And a swing and a miss by Wilson. He's gone. 2 down.
Balfour's throwing hard tonight. Last pitch, 95 miles an hour.
Comes Rob Johnson.
Up and in. 96.
Yeah, that's his calling card. He's fired up. Luckily, he's not mic'd. But, to each his own in terms of getting yourself fired up.
It's different for everybody.
It is. Popped up. Playable, looks like for Zahn. And he makes the play. Mariners a very quiet 8th inning. Balfour getting the job done. He's retired all 4 men that he's faced. It's 10-4. Doug Fister's going to make his Mariner debut. Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. I get a major league debut in front of you here tonight, fans. Doug Fister, right-hander, is called up from Tacoma, his big league debut. Wakamatsu said it's his first look at it. Word is that Mike, he is a strike thrower, which is always encouraging when you hear that tag to a pitcher.
That's what you want to see. Maybe a little bit tougher making his major league debut tonight. Good time for it. The Mariners down 10-4, not coming into a game where there's a lot of pressure on him other than to try to throw strikes. You can see 6'8". Watching him warm up, he looks like he throws straight downhill too.
Like that.
Yeah.
I think the Mariner ball club under Jack Zorinsik and Don Wakamatsu is going to be a lot of that.
Bigger pitchers, yeah.
Wak said the other day, I know we were talking about something, talking about somebody's fit of wildness. He says, our philosophy is straight downhill, pound the strike zone, go right at them.
You'll have a lot of success if you can do that.
Posted up on the board out in left center field that Doug's making his major league debut. Got a nice round of applause. Ben Zobrist, 2-1. Right back through the middle. Here's Wilson. And there's one down.
I would recommend for the young man not to throw his pitching hand out there on a ball that's hit up the middle. I couldn't tell if that got a piece of it or not. He seems to be fine. Such a difficult thing to do, though. It's just a reaction. Take a look at this. Watch him stick his hand out there. I couldn't tell if it deflected back to the shortstop or not, but don't do that.
Carlos Pena. Pretty good test for him.
So far, fastball 90 miles an hour, showing a good changeup.
So Doug Fister, 6-4, 3.81 record. 106 innings, 11 walks, 79 strikeouts.
Wow. really nice ratio, just 11 walks.
Two and one to Pena. His walk hit into a double play. Big 2-run homer in the 5th. Flat out to right. Major league pop-up.
Rob Johnson never saw it, but it doesn't matter. It's out of play.
Boy, that ball was hit high. One out in the 9th. Mariners home 9th. It'll be 9-1 and 2 Sunders, Ichiro and Brandon. Two and two. Wow.
I jammed him.
Jumped off. But you're right. They did jam him, but he's got that nice stroke, you know.
It jammed him and he hit it to the warning track.
I know. Sign me up for that kind of power, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Tied for the league lead. Home runs 28. Take a look at this last pitch. Breaking ball, just gets it on the label a little bit.
He's got that. He's been an all or nothing guy. Leads the tied for the American League. Latest Burrow drills one. Gutierrez will get it back. Fister's first big league hit given up to Pat Burrell. George Hendrick, first base coach. George, a darn good hitter in his day.
Is he credited for the long pants?
He's the one.
Yeah.
He's the one. He didn't want to wear socks one night, and he came out like that, and that's the look that everybody, pretty much everybody in Major League Baseball, and matter of fact, baseball all around the country, is adopted.
Remember him hitting front leg just straight out there.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah, he could hit.
he could hit some line drives. Yes, he could.
Second time up for Gabe Gross. He walked back in the 2nd inning. Olsen started the 8th inning, walked the first 2 men that he saw. That one gets away. That's a wild pitch. Burrell moves up. Garrett Olson. He pitched a 1-2-3 7th. Came back out for the 8th. Walked the first 2 men that he saw. Don Wakamatsu got him out. And Sean White came in and White gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Tampa Bay enjoying a 5 for 9 night. Runners in scoring position. The Mariners 2 for 7.
Boy.
Two balls, 1 strike. Fister got the first 2 men. Now he's having a hard time finding the zone here. Gave up a base hit, a wild pitch, 3-1 now.
Yeah,
Gabe Gross.
14 pitches, 7 balls, 7 strikes for him. It's tough though. You're making your debut, and I'm sure he's pretty amped up.
It's the most amped up you ever saw a guy making his big league debut. Say when you were playing?
Yeah, I mean, you see so many guys, and some of them come in and don't seem to have a problem. Other guys, you know, they're overthrowing and can't find the strike zone, makes it difficult. But he seems to be okay.
3-2 with 2 outs. Matt Burrell's at second. Another walk. Rob Johnson's headed to the dugout. Tim Sheeta says, no, you don't. Yet another walk given up by Mariner pitching. 10 walks tonight. Remember we had that conversation about umpires sometimes adjusting to an umpire, and then you came back and said, well, sometimes the umpire will adjust to the pitchers.
Yeah, that hasn't happened tonight with Tim Cheatham.
Not even close. This is my zone, and I'm sticking to it. This is Greg Zahn, 0-1. Foul ball. 1-2. Oh, 2 to Greg Zahn. Right from Baltimore yesterday. Now time is called. Walk night.
Any ideas? I can't remember the last time I saw that.
Either. 0-2. Swing and a miss. So Doug Fister, major league debut, does not give up a run. He picks up a walk, a strikeout, gave up a base hit. To the home ninth we go. 9-1-2 coming up. Mariners need runs and a bunch of them. Against Ryan Roland Smith. A couple of left-handers will get after it. Casimir, not the kind of numbers you usually associate with him. That ERA of 6.10.
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the better left-handers in this league, and he's usually up there at the top as far as strikeouts go. And interesting to see what he has tomorrow and what's causing the problems for him to have an ERA over 6.
Ryan Schaus, new pitcher, 4th of the night. Tampa Bay, he pitched 3rd of an inning last night, gave up a hit. Michael Saunders, 3 for 3 with an RBI tonight. Up the middle, backhanded by Zobrist. And for the first time tonight, Michael Saunders is retired. For that last ground out, Michael Saunders with the 3 hits raised his batting average 51 points.
Yeah, he was up to 289.
Here's Ichiro. Bottom of the order's done most of the just about all the hitting tonight. Ichiro 0 for 3 with a walk. Brandon in the 2-hole tonight 0 for 4. Lopez 0 for 4, and Griffey 0 for 3 with a walk. his 22-game home hitting streak. Big numbers, and that's on the line right now. Strikeout, walk, a couple of groundouts for each row. And going back, Zobrist streaks over. The hits tonight for the Mariners: Beltre 1 for 4, Gutierrez 3 for 4, Wilson 0 for 4, Rob Johnson 1 for 3 with a walk, and Saunders 3 for 4. 2 outs now here in the ninth. Last time the Mariners gave up 10 walks was August 17th last year at Minnesota, an 11-8 loss.
I knew we hadn't seen that this year. The guys have been good this year. We haven't seen much of that. They've been hit around every now and then, but they typically throw strikes.
1-1 to Branyan. One to Big Ruts. Canyon 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Mariners down to the last strike. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. Tampa Bay evens the series with a resounding 10-4 win tonight. And Carlos Pena blew it open. 2-run homer in the 5th. Shields picks up